Adam Pros. The company I work for is Bailey Office Equipment. We're based here in Ottumwa, Iowa. So Sharing the Weight was founded by my wife Marcy and I 3 years ago. We make and distribute weighted blankets for children with special needs and distribute them to children anywhere in the world, basically. The weighted blankets are often more expensive to purchase than many people can afford. The concept for Sharing the Weight was born out of personal experience. Our third child and our first son, he would cry or scream constantly. It was in the neighborhood of 18 hours a day of crying.
My name is Marcy Pros, and I'm co-founder of Sharing the Weight with my husband, Adam Pros. At our 2-year physical for David, we're ready to chain ourselves to the chair. The occupational therapist one day looked at me and asked me, have you ever heard of a weighted blanket? We were at the point after 2.5 years to try just about anything. We laid the blanket on top of him, not knowing how it was even gonna work, but it did, and he slept through the night that first night, and I was up like every 5 minutes just checking to make sure that he was still breathing. So after David started sleeping, he started to excel at speech and at his other therapies that they were working on.
Now we're just trying to point him in the right direction as opposed to just trying to talk to him.
And so after we got our official autism diagnosis, it was kind of a hard time for us. We were wondering who's going to be able to take care of him after we're gone. And so I really got into this mode of depression. And I thought, I don't want to stay here. I want to use this as energy to help other people. So our goal was to make 3 weighted blankets, and to give them to the therapist that had worked with him, so that they could give them to other families. And our very first weekend together, we ended up making 12 weighted blankets, and we gave one to a little girl in the area that we knew needed one, and 11 of them to his therapist. And my mother and I looked at each other after that and decided that we would just keep on going. And we gained more and more volunteers every day. Our volunteers have put in, over the last 3 years, about 13,000 hours. To date, we've made just over 1,900 blankets and sent those out all over the world. One of the reasons why we like to help is because we know that a lot of these families can't do it on their own, and they need that support. And I read through some of the comments from people that have gotten blankets, and I think there's no way we can stop this. There's no way, because we're helping so many people. How can we stop that?